Hey, beautiful people. This is going to be quick. I was supposed to start this earlier, but life be lifing, and I have some other things to take care of. But I'm back. It's Tracy Lene, and we are still in the fifth agreement. Let's go over the first four. The first agreement, be impeccable with your word. The second agreement, don't take anything personal. The third agreement, don't make any assumptions. And the fourth agreement, do your best at everything. And then we have this old fifth agreement, be skeptical but learn to listen. And I'm finally understanding it. Being impeccable with my word. I did not do this yesterday or Friday because I let the day get completely ahead of me and I just was floored. But I'm back. I want to get through this book so we can move on. And I have to rethink because I'm in school, teaching school, exercising. It's a lot, but this is so important to me. Here we go. Becoming a seer, a new point of view. 2,000 years ago, a great master said, "And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Well, now you know that truth is what you are. The next step is to see the truth, to see what you are. Only then are you free. Free of what? Free of all the distortions in your knowledge, free of all the emotional drama that is the consequence of believing in lies. When the truth sets you free, the symbols you learned are no longer ruling your world. Then it's not about being right or wrong or good or bad. It's not about being a winner or a loser. It's not about being young or old, beautiful or ugly. All of that is over. It was nothing but symbols. You'll know that you're totally free when you no longer have to be the you that you pretend to be. This freedom is profound. It's the freedom to be the real you. It's the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Imagine living without fear, without judgment, without blame, without guilt, without shame. Imagine living your life without trying to please other people's points of view and not even your own point of view according to your own book of law. Wow, imagine that. That sounds like heaven. Imagine how different your life would be if you lived with gratitude, love, loyalty, justice, beginning with yourself. Now, I do live with love. I do live with loyalty, and I do live with gratitude. Now, I'm learning to live with justice and to first be just to myself. Just imagine the union between you and your body if you were completely loyal to your body. Wow. That would mean I would be eating the proper foods, drinking the proper things, getting the exercise. If you were completely grateful for your body, if you treated your body with justice, that's what I'm working on. Imagine being yourself and not trying to convince anybody of anything. Imagine that just by being yourself, you are happy, and that wherever you go, heaven is going with you because you are heaven. Imagine living with this kind of freedom. Yes, the truth will set you free, but first you need to see the truth. I want you to see if the story of you is the truth or it is not the truth. Just witness what is without any judgment, because whatever you're creating is perfect. See your environment, the frame of your dream all around you. See your beliefs, the way they are reflected in the story of your life. See where your attention is bringing your whole dream. I don't mean for you to think about it. I mean for you to see it. And seeing is not thinking. Is it the truth? Right. And I mean for you to see, and seeing is not thinking. Is it the truth? Well, if it's not the truth, now you know that you don't have to believe in it. Instead of believing, learn to see. What you believe, you distort right away according to your knowledge. But when you let go of knowledge and go beyond symbols at a certain point in your life, you start to become a seer. A seer is a dreamer who has mastered the dream, who has learned to see. Artist, dreamer, messenger, seer, there are so many ways to name you. I prefer to call you an artist because your whole creation is a masterpiece of art. This is your chance to see your creation, to see what is, to see the truth. But first you have to let go of everything that is not the truth. Everything that is nothing but superstition or lie. Like if you drop a mirror, you have 7 years bad luck. If you're willing to invite the truth, you will find that your story, whatever you say it is completely false. You know that the story of you is not the truth. You just need the courage to let go of what you are not, to let go of the past, to detach from your story, because your story is not you. The moment you no longer believe all the lies that you have been telling yourself, you find out that it doesn't matter how painful it is. It is the truth. The truth is 1,000,000 times better than believing in lies. In any novel, in any movie or real-life drama, the highest point of the story is the moment of truth. Before then, all the drama in the story is building and building. The tension keeps escalating until the truth arrives like a tidal wave and destroys all the lies. I just had a thought about when I was in college. I was dating this guy. I met him at a party for somebody else that I didn't want to go to, but I ended up going anyway, and I was grateful because I met this beautiful man. I asked him, so do you have a girlfriend? He said, no. I said, are you married? He said, no. I said, okay, so you're single. He said, yes. We started dating. Months go by. I'm at his place early one morning, and the phone rings. I knew he had a son. He was from South Carolina. I knew he had a son in South Carolina he had in high school. So, he starts talking to this. I could hear it's a woman, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the child's mother. So he went in the bathroom. I'm not paying any attention. I'm making breakfast. When he comes out, I said, is everything okay with your son? He said, yeah, I asked. I said, was that her mom? Was that his mom? And he said, no. I said, well, who was that? And he said, oh, that's my fiance. I said, your what? You said fiance. He said, yeah. I said, I asked you, did you have a girlfriend? I asked you, were you married? He said, oh, I forgot. I said, you forgot what? You forgot you had a fiance? Or you forgot to tell me? He said, which one will you believe? That's exactly what that man said to me, y'all. He said, which one will you believe? I gathered up my little things, got in my little Honda hatchback Accord, and never, ever, ever did I talk to him again, because that was ugly to me. But he was asking me, which one will you believe? Because he knew that if he could convince me that he forgot, then I just keep seeing him. But I'm not that girl. I don't want nobody's man. I am capable of having my own. I don't need nobody else's. I don't share. Of course, when the truth, and where was I at? Okay, yeah, the tension keeps escalating until the truth arrives like a tidal wave and destroys all the lies. In the moment of crisis, the lies can't survive the presence of truth and they disappear. There's no more tension. Peace returns with the truth, and we feel relieved that the drama is over. Of course, when the truth arrives in your own story, everything you believe feels threatened. Fear takes over and says, help. The entire structure of my life, everything I've ever believed in, is falling apart. That's what happens when you're in a relationship and you find out that the relationship isn't what you thought it was going to be. You feel like everything is falling apart. But that's the best time for you, because when everything falls apart, you get to put it back together any way you so please. When your life falls completely apart, that is a rejoicing moment, because now you can put that shit back together the way you want to. You can become the version of yourself you were afraid to become. That's why life had to bring you something. And I liken it to baseball. You come up, batter up. You hit your little bat down on the little red dirt thing. You get up and you get ready, and then they throw you a curveball. It misses you. You're like, okay, keep going. The balls keep missing. And then one time, you stand there and they go to throw a curveball, but you look at that ball, you follow it, and you hit that motherfucker out the park. You say, batter motherfucking up. And then you run around that field. You'll only get to that when you're willing to be wrong about everything. That's when you'll get to that point. That's when you get to the point where you hit it out the park, where you say, you know what? I'm willing to be wrong about everything, because I'm watching Michael Singer, listening to Michael Singer, and the need to be right is ego. Because you're wrong about something, the world's not going to fall apart because you're wrong. And sometimes people may go, oh, you always wrong. And let them think that. Why do you care? What was he saying? Well, what am I going to do with all my lies? If I don't believe everything anymore, if I don't gossip anymore, I'll have nothing to say. Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I saw this little video with these girls. They were sitting at dinner. It was cute. And they were like, whoever talks first, whoever, they have to not gossip. And whoever gossips first got to pay the bill. You see them chewing and everybody being quiet, and it's cute. Of course, the comments were like, oh, you can't have dinner without gossiping. It was just a cute little thing. Anything you say to somebody else that the other person is not present, that's gossip. Anytime you're talking about your life to somebody else, but you're not looking for solutions, that's gossip. We gossip. When you talk about the television show, the Kardashians, keeping up with the Kardashians or the Jones, that's gossip. People ask me if I no longer believe in all the symbols, if I take my faith out of every word. When we talk about Puffy and what he doing, that's gossip. If I no longer believe all the symbols, if I take my faith out of every word, how can I communicate with anyone? When we talk about the video that Beyonce put on there when she's talking to her little girl, and the comments are so mean. People are going, something wrong with that little girl. She autistic. Beyonce didn't carry that baby. That's what happened when you design and make babies. Nothing but gossip. They say, oh, how Beyonce asked her daughter what she do all summer. What was she at all summer? I think when I saw it, I think she was just getting the little girl to talk, because the little girl does seem like she might be autistic. But the comments, my God, people are just, ugh. But it's easy to do that. You sit on your toilet and talk shit to other people while you're putting shit out your butt. People ask me, if I no longer believe all the symbols, if I take my faith out of every word, how can I communicate with anyone? How can I survive in life without the foundation of what I know? As you can see, the power of doubt is working in their minds, and it's even bigger than before. Well, if you remember the way you used to be before you learned to speak, when you were just like the rest of the animals, you will see that at that time you could communicate without words, without using your intellect, without using words. I want you to recover what you used to be long ago, to go back to the authenticity that you had before you learned to speak and experience the truth. I want you to go directly into your heart and search for the truth with no words, to find your authentic self and to bring it out with all of your power. The highest point of your journey back to you is the moment when you finally see yourself through the eyes of truth. I look at myself now and the truth is coming more clearer to me. When I look at myself, I'm like, you're a 56-year-old woman who loves herself, who loves God, and who is growing into a better version of herself, who's doing better at what she's eating, who's exercising more, who's keeping her word. That's who you are. All that other stuff is noise. And even that stuff doesn't define you. I had a moment today. And in that moment, I said, oh, God, could you please give me something to make me smile? And you know what came to me? You can smile because you want to smile, Tracy. You don't need something, because that would mean that thing has power over you. So if the thing is removed, then you're not smiling anymore. So I just started smiling. I'm going to stop right there because that's the 10 minutes, a little bit over the 10 minutes. The Fifth Agreement. We are going to get through this book so we can get to the next book. And I am going to do, I've got so many books I want to do. I definitely want to do the As a Man Thinketh. I love that with James Allen, and his other one, the Prosperity book. And but I'm going to read Marianne Williamson's after this one because I got to take that one back to the library. Anywho, I hope everybody's having a great night. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Tracy Lene. I would love it if you like this video, if you share this video, and if you subscribe to my channel.